Have you noticed any changes in your body as you've aged, especially when it comes to your sexual health and pleasure? If so, you're not alone. As we get older, it's completely natural for our bodies and minds to undergo transformations that affect various aspects of our lives, including our sexuality. But here's the thing. Those changes don't mean you have to give up or settle for less when it comes to enjoying intimacy. Understanding how to adapt and embrace these changes can improve your overall well-being. In this video, we'll dive into 6 key things you need to know about masturbation and sexuality between the ages of 62 and 83. From the science behind how your body and sexual desire change over time to the emotional benefits of self-pleasure, you'll discover practical tips and insights that can help you continue enjoying a fulfilling and healthy sex life. We'll also explore how certain health conditions and medications can impact your sexual health, and most importantly, how to adapt to these changes with ease. Whether you're dealing with slower responses or have questions about maintaining intimacy as you age, this video will provide valuable knowledge that can empower you to take control of your pleasure without frustration or guilt. By the end, you'll have a clearer understanding of how to navigate these changes and maintain a satisfying sex life, no matter your age. So, stay tuned, because the information in this video could change the way you approach intimacy and help you embrace your sexuality with confidence, joy, and peace of mind. If you are not subscribed, I recommend subscribing and activating the notification bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support means a lot to me, and if you enjoyed this video, you can help me continue spreading the valuable lessons by liking and sharing it. If you like the topic of this video, please comment 1. If you don't, please comment 0 to let me know how I can improve and make better videos for you. Now, let's begin. The first thing to understand is how the body and sexual desire change over the years. As we journey through life, one of the most profound shifts we experience is in how our bodies and sexual desires evolve. It's essential to realize that as we age, our bodies don't just stop functioning. They simply begin to operate at a different rhythm. This transformation isn't like flicking a light switch, where everything changes in an instant. Rather, it's akin to shifting gears in a car. You're still able to drive, but the way you steer, accelerate, and even take turns must adapt to this new pace. One of the key factors in this transition is the gradual decrease in testosterone levels as we age. For many, this can be an emotionally charged reality, as the intensity of sexual desire may not feel the same as it did during the prime of youth. It's important to understand, however, that this doesn't mean desire evaporates entirely. Instead, it means that your body may take a little longer to get into sync, and that's okay. With this, patience becomes a crucial ally. Patience with yourself and with your partner. It's not a sign of weakness or failure, but rather a beautiful reminder that intimacy is still possible, albeit in a more measured and mindful way. Blood circulation also plays a significant role in how we experience pleasure as we age. When we were younger, a simple touch or a fleeting thought might have been enough to send a rush of arousal through the body. But now, as time passes, blood flow can slow down, and it may take longer to feel the same level of sensitivity and excitement. This change affects both men and women. Men might notice less firm erections, while women could experience changes in lubrication, which can be frustrating and even disheartening. But instead of feeling defeated by these shifts, it's essential to embrace them with an open heart and a willingness to explore new ways of connecting. The body might take its time to respond, but the desire to connect, to feel pleasure, remains as powerful as ever. Physical endurance is another area where changes become apparent. In the past, you might have been able to engage in any position or activity without a second thought, but now your joints and muscles might feel the strain. It can be easy to get frustrated with these new limitations, but I believe it's crucial to remember that these changes are a part of life's natural rhythm. This doesn't mean that sexual activity or self-pleasure should be abandoned. On the contrary, it's about learning to respect your body's limits and find new, enjoyable ways to experience intimacy. There is so much beauty in embracing what is possible now, even if it's different from what once was. Pleasure is still a vital part of life, and it doesn't fade, it just transforms. It becomes a dance with time, a way of savoring the moments, a deeper, more meaningful connection. Understanding these shifts can not only prevent unnecessary frustration but can also bring a sense of peace, knowing that you can continue to have a fulfilling and deeply satisfying sex life. One that celebrates where you are right now, with all its changes and unique beauty. The second point to consider is the impact of overall health on sexuality. It's essential to understand that every single part of your body plays a crucial role in the sexual experiences you have, and that includes your heart, nerves, and circulation. When any part of your body is struggling, it directly affects your ability to experience the physical pleasure and emotional connection that you deserve. For instance, the heart, that tireless organ that works so hard to keep us alive, is intimately connected to our sexual health. To experience arousal as you once did, your heart needs to pump blood efficiently, but if there are any issues, like heart disease or circulation problems, this natural flow is compromised, making it harder to feel sensitive or fully engaged. You may find that reaching climax becomes more difficult, or that your enjoyment isn't quite as intense or fulfilling. What's truly heart-wrenching, though, is that as our bodies age, there are often more challenges. When arousal begins, the heart rate naturally increases. It's a beautiful, automatic process, but for those dealing with hypertension or arrhythmia, this simple biological function can feel like a mountain to climb. You may find yourself anxious or even fearful, worrying that your body just isn't what it used to be. The medications that are meant to help us can sometimes add to this difficulty. While medications for blood pressure, depression, or even conditions like reflux can be life-saving and necessary, they often carry side effects that can reduce libido or affect your body's natural response to touch. It's a cruel irony that something that's meant to improve our health can unintentionally interfere with the most intimate parts of our lives. But don't despair. This doesn't mean you should stop taking your medication or give up on your health altogether. It's critical to have open, honest conversations with your doctor to explore whether there are alternatives, adjustments, or solutions that could help you maintain your overall health and your sexual well-being. Another major factor that can't be ignored is diabetes, a condition that affects millions of people and quietly impacts so many aspects of daily life. High blood sugar, when not properly managed, can gradually damage nerves, leaving certain areas of the body less sensitive or even numb. For men, this often manifests as a struggle to achieve or maintain an erection, and for women, it may result in a diminished response to touch, making once joyful experiences feel distant or unfulfilling. The sadness that comes with this realization can be overwhelming, but the good news is that it doesn't have to be permanent. Small lifestyle adjustments, like changing your diet or increasing your level of exercise, can make an enormous difference, often restoring vitality and enhancing your overall sexual health. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 1 below to let me know that you are still here with me. Even something as simple as masturbation, which remains a healthy and natural practice, becomes more significant with age. It's not just about physical pleasure, but about staying in touch with your body, listening to what it tells you, and ensuring that you're engaging in practices that offer comfort and joy. As we age, the physical changes may require us to adjust, but the emotional connection we have with ourselves and our partners should always remain strong. The most important lesson here is to be gentle with yourself, to honor the signals your body gives you, and to never underestimate the importance of self-care. In a world that often seems to focus on the loss of vitality with age, let's choose to focus on the strength, resilience, and wisdom that come with it. You deserve to enjoy every part of your life, including the intimate moments that nourish your soul. The third aspect to explore is the emotional and psychological benefits of masturbation. It's so much more than just a physical release. It touches deep parts of our emotional and mental well-being, and the impact is profound. Pleasure is a complex experience, one that transcends the mere physical realm. It echoes within our hearts and minds, influencing how we feel, how we see the world, and how we relate to ourselves. The brain, as the true protagonist of our sexuality, plays an essential role. When aroused, it releases a cocktail of chemicals like endorphins and dopamine, neurotransmitters that have an undeniable effect on our mood, our mental health, and even our general sense of happiness. These powerful substances don't just provide fleeting moments of pleasure, but help reduce stress, ease tension, and foster a deeper sense of peace. For many, masturbation becomes a quiet, personal ritual, a chance to release pent-up emotions, unwind from the pressures of life, and even sleep more peacefully. It's especially comforting in moments when life feels more solitary or overwhelming, offering a safe escape where you can reconnect with yourself. However, embracing these benefits isn't always as simple as it should be. Sadly, for many, particularly men, the shadow of shame looms large. Growing up, many of us were taught that masturbation was something to be ashamed of, something morally wrong. Those early messages can leave deep emotional scars that continue to fester into adulthood and even into old age. It's heartbreaking to realize that these feelings of guilt often prevent us from experiencing something entirely natural and deeply beneficial. Instead of savoring the pure pleasure and relief that masturbation can bring, people become trapped in a cycle of self-reproach. That guilt can cloud their ability to fully enjoy the experience, turning what should be a healthy, enjoyable activity into a source of inner turmoil. On a more positive note, masturbation serves a powerful role in self-discovery, a kind of sacred exploration of the body and its needs. It offers us the opportunity to truly learn what pleases us, how our bodies respond to different touches, sensations, and movements. This intimate knowledge is invaluable, as it doesn't just enhance our solo experience. It enhances intimacy with our partners too. By understanding what feels good to us, we can better communicate our needs, making intimate moments even more rewarding. What's fascinating is that this connection between mind and body doesn't fade with age. The brain remains just as engaged, just as responsive to pleasure, ensuring that our sexual lives, no matter the number of years we carry, can remain vibrant, fulfilling, and deeply connected. Masturbation, when embraced fully and without guilt, can be a key ingredient to a balanced, healthy sex life that supports both emotional and physical well-being. The fourth point to consider is the role of loneliness and the importance of social connections. As we grow older, it's natural for life to shift in many ways, and one of the most profound changes we face is the role of loneliness. The fourth point I'd like to highlight is how loneliness evolves with age and how crucial social connections are for maintaining our well-being. When we enter retirement, it feels like a door closes on the world we've known. Suddenly, the daily routine that kept us busy and connected to others is no longer there. Children leave home to build their own lives, and friends, too, may drift away, either due to distance or personal changes. The once bustling social calendar starts to thin, leaving behind a quiet void that can feel unbearable. For many of us, this absence of companionship can become incredibly painful, and, in an attempt to cope, we may turn to behaviors like masturbation, seeking solace in the only space that seems safe and comforting. It's a private escape, free from the judgment or expectations of others, a temporary respite from the emptiness that threatens to overwhelm us. But the truth is, this form of solace is fleeting. While it can offer momentary comfort, it cannot fill the deeper yearning for human connection. The harsh reality is that when our sexual experiences become confined to solitary moments, we can inadvertently deepen our sense of isolation. Our desire for intimacy goes beyond just physical pleasure. It's rooted in our fundamental need to share ourselves with another person, to be seen, understood, and loved. Human connection isn't just a luxury. It's a lifeline for our emotional and mental health. Without it, we are left to navigate a world that feels emptier and less vibrant. When we maintain active social relationships, we don't just gain the company of others. We stimulate our brains, reduce stress, and, perhaps most importantly, bolster our self-esteem. The magic of genuine connections is that they nourish us in ways that go far beyond what physical pleasure can provide. Whether it's joining an interest group, taking a walk with a friend, or simply showing up for informal gatherings, these interactions are more than just social obligations. They're vital. They remind us that we matter, that our presence is valued, and that we're part of something larger than ourselves. Loneliness, though, can become a vicious cycle. It can wear us down, draining our motivation and making us feel apathetic about our health, our interests, and even our sexuality. When we isolate ourselves, the spark of passion fades, and suddenly, life doesn't seem so full of promise anymore. However, I truly believe that small changes can work wonders to break this destructive pattern. Seeking out new places to visit, rekindling old hobbies, or simply making an effort to connect with others again can add richness and depth to our lives. It's not always easy, but it's worth it, because in those moments, we rediscover the joy of living, the beauty of shared experiences, and the sense that we're not alone in this journey. It's these little actions that can transform a lonely existence into a life that feels balanced, connected, and full of possibility. The fifth aspect to focus on is physical care for a pleasurable experience. As we move through the various stages of life, one of the most important areas to focus on is physical care for an enriching, pleasurable experience. It's a truth that our bodies change as time passes, but the good news is, we can make thoughtful adjustments to help preserve and even enhance our enjoyment. One of the most crucial elements to understand is the role of blood circulation. This seemingly simple function is the cornerstone of arousal. When blood flow is diminished, the body's sensitivity can decrease, and the response to touch may not be as quick or intense. It can be incredibly frustrating and disheartening when these changes occur, but the solution is within our grasp. Engaging in regular physical activity, like a daily walk or strengthening exercises, can do wonders to improve circulation, ensuring that your blood vessels remain in good health and are capable of supporting a fulfilling physical connection. Additionally, the muscles of the pelvic area, those often overlooked muscles, play a direct role in the intensity of pleasure. Over the years, these muscles naturally lose strength, which can affect sensations during intimate moments. In men, this can influence the firmness of an erection, and in women, it can impact the level of sensitivity. While it can be concerning, it's important to know that it's possible to regain control. Simple exercises like Kegels are a life-changing practice, offering a way to strengthen these muscles and regain more control over your body's response. It's remarkable how something as simple as a few exercises can bring back so much confidence and enhance the experience in such a powerful way. Let's not forget the importance of hydration and the careful choice of lubricants. As we age, our skin becomes less elastic, and natural moisture levels can decrease, sometimes leading to discomfort. This is a natural part of the aging process, but it doesn't mean the end of a fulfilling experience. Using high-quality lubricants can make all the difference, preventing unnecessary friction and allowing the body to move more freely and comfortably. It's a small investment with significant rewards, one that pays off in comfort and pleasure. There are also simple yet powerful changes that can enhance the experience. Experimenting with more comfortable positions can make a world of difference in terms of ease and enjoyment. And of course, creating a calming, soothing environment can help eliminate tension, allowing the body to relax and respond more naturally. It's all about embracing this new stage of life with grace and a sense of empowerment, respecting what our bodies need now. Pleasure isn't a thing of the past. It's still an integral part of life, no matter our age. With some mindful care and adjustments, we can continue to savor every moment of intimacy, reaffirming that it's not about the years that have passed, but how we choose to approach and cherish the beautiful body we have now. It's about understanding and respecting the changes, making thoughtful choices, and embracing the new possibilities with love and care. The sixth and final point is about adaptation and exploring new possibilities in sexual life. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 2 below to let me know that you are still here with me. It's a journey of adaptation, an exploration of new possibilities that allows you to continually discover joy, even as time moves forward. I wholeheartedly believe that pleasure doesn't just fade away with age. Instead, it evolves in ways that are often more intimate and profound. While you may not experience the same intense, immediate gratification that you once did, this shift is not a loss, it's a gift. It's a chance to rediscover your body, to learn its language anew, and to explore deeper, more nuanced forms of pleasure. This process invites you to listen closely, to engage in the dance of patience and presence, allowing yourself to be surprised by the many layers of satisfaction that lie beneath the surface. What once happened quickly and with such intensity may now require more stimulation. But isn't that part of life's beautiful progression? It's an opportunity to evolve with grace, to deepen your understanding of your body, and to experiment with different rhythms, touches, or even caresses that you may have never tried before. Small shifts in routine, like experimenting with varying types of gentle strokes or playing with different rhythms, can bring about a whole new realm of sensation. The truth is, eroticism doesn't shrink with age. It blossoms in ways that feel richer, more meaningful, and infinitely more intimate. As we grow older, arousal shifts from being purely physical to something more expansive. It intertwines with our emotions, our senses, and even our imaginations. The mind becomes a true ally in this process, a vast space where fantasy and reality can intertwine to heighten pleasure in ways that pure physicality never could. Imagine the warmth of a cozy environment, the soft hum of pleasant music in the background, or the embrace of an intimate atmosphere that welcomes vulnerability and trust. These sensory experiences are as integral to arousal as any physical touch. It's important to remember that the mind, with all its wonders and power, plays a pivotal role in sexual satisfaction. Once you learn to use it, whether through meditation, imaginative exploration, or simple mindfulness, you unlock doors to experiences that can transform your intimacy. And let's be clear, it's not about giving up on the past, but rather about opening yourself up to the beautiful and new ways that your sexual energy can manifest. For couples, this period of life is an invitation to communicate more openly than ever before. There should be no shame in discussing desires, needs, or boundaries. It's precisely through these conversations that intimacy is built, not just physically but emotionally, too. And for those who find themselves without a partner, the journey doesn't stop there. Self-exploration is a powerful and essential way to stay connected to yourself. Masturbation isn't something to hide or feel guilty about. It's a way of honoring your body, an intimate conversation between you and yourself. It's not a replacement for a partner, but rather a part of the whole spectrum of sexual expression that enriches life at any stage. Every new chapter of life brings with it a fresh set of opportunities. The act of adaptation, the willingness to grow and embrace change, is what keeps sexual pleasure alive, vibrant, and fulfilling. It's an ongoing exploration, one that holds no shame and no boundaries. It's about discovering the boundless joy of truly being at peace with your desires, and in doing so, finding a deeper connection to both your own body and, when shared, to a partner. Pleasure is not a fleeting thing, and it doesn't disappear, it simply transforms. And in that transformation, we find beauty, joy, and most of all, freedom. As we wrap up today's exploration, I hope you found valuable insights on how pleasure and intimacy evolve with age, and how embracing change and adapting to new experiences can lead to even deeper connections with yourself and others. Whether it's the power of the mind in enhancing pleasure, the importance of communication in relationships, or learning to enjoy your body's unique rhythms, there's so much to discover at every stage of life. So, what have you learned so far? What one thing will you take from today's video and bring into your life to deepen your connection with yourself or your partner? I'd love to hear your thoughts, so please share them in the comments below. If you like this video, please leave your comment below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more content like this. Thank you for watching, and remember, the journey of self-discovery is always worth taking.